Welcome to Basketball U. If you're new to Basketball U, make sure you slam dunk that subscribe button. And just to make sure you don't miss a thing, make sure you tap that notification bell right after you hit that subscribe button. Welcome, Basketball U. It's good. No, it's great to see you. If you have already subscribed, be sure to hit that post notification bell if you haven't already. But if you're new, subscribe while you're at it. This legendary high school player has to be one of the most amazing we have seen since before LeBron came along, taking the world by storm. His high-flying dunks and exciting blocks on defense would have had millions of views if YouTube was around back then. He has done pretty well making the jump from high school straight to the NBA. Pretty crazy move for an 18-year-old kid, right? NBA champion, NBA All-Star, NBA Defensive Player of the Year, and Olympic gold medalist. Basketball U family, meet Tyson Chandler. Chandler was born to Frank Chandler and Vernie Threadgill, although he did not meet his father Frank until later in his life. He grew up on a family farm in Hanford, California, just south of Fresno, California. Chandler began playing basketball at the age of 3 on a basket Chandler's grandfather, Cleotis, fixed on the tree. Chandler grew up doing farm work such as milking cows, slopping pigs, and cultivating crops. At the age of 9, Chandler and his mother moved to San Bernardino, California. He was already nearly 6 feet tall. As a child, Chandler was teased because of his height. Children on his school basketball team joked that he was older than he really was, and that he had been left back several times in school. Man, that's messed up. Chandler and his family then moved to Compton, California, where he enrolled at Dominguez High School, a school known for its athletics, producing basketball players such as Dennis Johnson and Cedric Ceballos. In his freshman year, Chandler made the varsity team and played with future NBA player Tyshawn Prince, who was then a senior. With the Dominguez Dons, Chandler became a teenage sensation. Current players such as DeMar DeRozan watched him play and claimed he was like Shaq in regard to his dominance and presence on the court. Point guard Brandon Jennings, who was a ball boy for Dominguez at the time, said, "You see the girls around Tyson, the Escalade he drove, and you want to be like him." Chandler earned accolades from Parade Magazine and USA Today and was selected to the McDonald's High School All-American team. As a freshman, he was profiled on current affairs TV program 60 Minutes. In his junior year, Chandler averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. In his senior year, Chandler led Dominguez to a state championship and a 31 wins, 4 loss record, averaging 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 8 blocks a game. Chandler was recruited by several universities and considered UCLA, Arizona, Syracuse, Memphis, Kentucky, and Michigan. Chandler then declared for the 2001 NBA draft as a prep to pro. Chandler was selected by the Los Angeles Clippers with the 2nd overall pick in the 2001 NBA draft. Before being immediately traded to the Chicago Bulls for former number 1 pick Elton Brand, the Bulls placed their rebuilding efforts on the backs of 2 teenagers in Chandler and Eddie Curry. Chandler's 2003-2004 season saw him appear in a career low of 35 games. He missed 2 months early in the season with a bad back, before missing the final weeks of the season after landing hard on his back on March 27th against the Atlanta Hawks. In September 2005, Chandler landed a 6-year deal with the Bulls. In July 2006, the Bulls looked to deal away Chandler, who had 5 years and $54 million left on his contract, in order to pursue Ben Wallace. On July 14, 2006, Chandler was traded to the New Orleans Hornets in exchange for P.J. Brown and J.R. Smith. Chandler led the NBA in offensive rebounds in both 2006, 2007, and 2007 to 2008, ranking second in the league in rebounds per game in 2006-07 and third in rebounds per game in 07-08. He also led second in the NBA in field goal percentage in the 07-08 season with .623 and would have led the league at .624 in the 06-07 season, but fell 4 field goals short of the statistical minimum to qualify. On February 17, 2009, Chandler was traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder in exchange for Chris Wilcox, Joe Smith, and the draft rights to Devon Harden. After examining Chandler's left big toe, however, the Thunder determined that the risk of re-injury was too great and did not give Chandler a clean bill of health. As a result, on February 18th, the trade was rescinded and Chandler was sent back to the Hornets. Chandler appeared in just 45 games during the 2008 and 2009 season, missing 29 of the team's final 44 games due to left ankle injuries. Chandler finished the 2008-2009 season as the franchise's all-time leader in field goal percentage, .611, and rebounds per game, 11.3, while ranking 5th in total rebounds despite playing just 197 career games with the team, which resulted in 2,225. On July 28, 2009, Chandler was traded to the Charlotte Bobcats in exchange for Emeka Okafor. In his lone season with the Bobcats, Chandler played in 51 games, started 27, and averaged 6.5 points, 6.3 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks, despite being hampered by a stress reaction in his left foot that caused him to miss out on 29 games. Chandler was then traded on July 13, 2010, along with Alexis Aginsa to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Eric Dampier, Eduardo Nadara, Matt Carroll, and cash considerations. Chandler was the perfect fit during his first season with the Mavericks, anchoring their defense on a team with Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, and Jason Kidd. He was credited with giving the Mavericks the toughness and defensive intensity that they sorely lacked, earning selection to the NBA All-Defensive Second Team for his efforts. He helped them reach the 2011 NBA Finals, where they faced the Miami Heat. In Game 4 against the Heat, with Nowitzki under the weather and ailing backup center Brandon Haywood unable to stay in the game, Chandler had 13 points and 16 rebounds in an 83-86 win that tied the series at 2-2. He grabbed 9 offensive boards with 8 coming after the first quarter. The Mavericks went on to defeat the Heat in 6 games, with Chandler winning his first and so far only championship. Following the 2010-2011 season, Chandler was tipped to be a highly sought-after free agent. He was heavily courted by the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets, among other teams. While they were keen to retain him, the Mavericks were cautious not to overextend on Chandler and risk missing out on Dwight Howard or Darren Williams in 2012. As a result, they offered only a 2-year deal to Chandler, which he declined. Mavericks owner Mark Cuban infamously broke up the championship-winning team, choosing to add Lamar Odom, Vince Carter, and Delonte West instead of bringing back Chandler, J.J. Barrera, and Deshaun Stevenson. At the time, Cuban chose to proceed cautiously in the era of a new collective bargaining agreement, believing that financial flexibility and not locking in veterans to long-term deals that would eat up future cap space was more valuable than trying to repeat as champions. In August 2016, Chandler noted that if the Mavericks had not broken up the 2011 championship winning team, they would have gone on to win back-to-back titles in 2012. On December 10th, 2011, Chandler was acquired by the New York Knicks via sign and trade as part of a 3-team trade, joining the Knicks on a reported 4-year, $58 million contract. With Chandler anchoring the middle, New York's defense improved markedly in 2011-2012. After finishing 22nd in defensive efficiency in 2010-2011, the Knicks finished 5th in defensive efficiency in 2011-2012. Chandler finished the season with a league-leading 67.9 field goal percentage, the third highest in league history at the time, behind only Wilt Chamberlain with 72.7 in 1972-73 and 68.3 in 1966-67. In May 2012, he was named the NBA Defensive Player of the Year and earned NBA All-Defensive Second Team honors. He became the first player in franchise history to win Defensive Player of the Year. He joined Alvin Robertson and Dikembe Mutombo as Defensive Players of the Year on the second All-Defensive team. Due to a different voting system for All-Defensive, Oklahoma City's Serge Ibaka was the forward on the first team, while Orlando's Dwight Howard was on the center. Additionally, Chandler was named to the All-NBA third team. In January 2013, Chandler was named an NBA All-Star for the first time in his 12-year career, earning section as an Eastern Conference reserve for the 2013 NBA All-Star Game. In early February, he tied a franchise record with 3 straight 20-rebound games, becoming the first Knicks player to have 20 in 3 different games since Willis Reed in December 1969. On February 27th, he had 16 points and a career-best 28 rebounds in a 109-105 win over the Golden State Warriors. In May 2013, he was named in the NBA All-Defensive First Team, becoming the first Knicks player to earn first-team honors since Charles Oakley in 1994. Marred by injury early in the 2013-14 season, it took Chandler some time to get his rhythm back. A right knee injury suffered on November 5th against the Charlotte Bobcats, and an upper respiratory illness endured in early January resulted in Chandler appearing in just 55 games. On June 25, 2014, Chandler was traded back to the Dallas Mavericks, along with Raymond Felton, in exchange for Shane Larkin, Wayne Ellington, Jose Calderon, Samuel DeLambert, and 2 second-round picks in the 2014 NBA Draft. The move reunited Chandler with championship comrades Dirk Nowitzki and J.J. Barrera, as well as coach Rick Carlisle. In 75 games during the 2014-2015 season, Chandler averaged a double-double with 10.3 points on 66.6% shooting and 11.5 rebounds, in addition to 1.2 blocks. With his third season averaging a double-double while shooting at least 60% on the field, Chandler matched Wilt Chamberlain and joined Artis Gilmore as the only players in league history to accomplish this at least 3 times in their careers. DeAndre Jordan has since accomplished this feat. With a career field goal percentage of 59.1% at the end of the 2014-2015 season, Chandler had the second highest field goal percentage in NBA history among those with at least 2,000 makes, trailing only Gilmore. On July 9, 2015, Chandler signed a 4-year, $52 million contract with the Phoenix Suns. He then suffered a strained right hamstring against the Golden State Warriors on November 27th. He missed 8 games. On January 21st, Chandler grabbed a season-high 20 rebounds in a 117-89 loss to the San Antonio Spurs. 2 days later, in a 98-95 win over the Atlanta Hawks, Chandler tied a Suns record with 27 rebounds, including 17 in the first half, and also had 13 points and a season-high 5 assists. His 27 rebounds equaled the record total set by Paul Silas in 1971, and his 13 offensive boards set a franchise record. Chandler also became the first Suns player in franchise history to record consecutive 20-rebound games. On December 11, 2016, Chandler had 14 points and 21 rebounds in a 120-119 overtime loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. 2 days later, he grabbed a season-best 23 rebounds in a 113-111 overtime win over the New York Knicks, with his third 20-rebound game of the season on January 3rd in a 99-90 win over the Miami Heat. Chandler became the first Suns player with a 3+ in a season since Charles Barkley with 5 in 1993-94. On January 21st, in a 107-105 win over the New York Knicks, Chandler set a team record by grabbing 15+ rebounds in 7 consecutive games. One night after setting the mark, Chandler ended his franchise record and career high of consecutive 15+ rebound games at 7 with 9 rebounds against the Toronto Raptors. His best stretch of the season came between January 19th to 24th, where he had 3 games of over 16 points, averaging 17.25, and over 16 rebounds, averaging 14.5, including scoring a season-high 22 points twice. Chandler appeared in 47 of the Suns' first 57 games before being deactivated following the All-Star break. Chandler reportedly told Suns management that the trade deadline he did not want to be dealt, and they acquiesced to his wishes. During the 2007-2018 season, Chandler battled through a neck injury that sidelined him periodically for 36 total games. On January 14, 2018, Chandler grabbed 14 rebounds against the Indiana Pacers to become the 40th player in league history to reach 10,000 for his career. He played in just 46 games in 2017-18, including missing the final month of the season, after starting the 2018-19 season with a reduced role due to the arrival of rookie DeAndre Ayton. Chandler and the Suns reached a buyout agreement on November 4th, 2018. He then signed to the Los Angeles Lakers on November 6, 2018. Then during the offseason, signed with the Houston Rockets on July 19, 2019. Before we wrap this up, let's talk about Tyson Chandler's Olympic run with the FIBA team and 2012 Olympic team. Chandler was named first alternate on the United States national team, which competed in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Chandler was a member of the United States team at the 2010 FIBA World Championship, a team that finished 9-0 in the tournament and won the gold medal, the USA's first World Championship since 1994. He played in all 9 World Championship games as a backup center, averaged 2.6 points per game and 2.7 rebounds per game, shot 64.3% from the field, and blocked 5 shots. Chandler was chosen to play for the United States team in the 2012 London Summer Olympics and was named the team's starting center. The United States team finished undefeated in the tournament and won the gold medal over Spain with a 107-100 victory. Chandler played 9 minutes and made 1 of 2 shots from the field. He ended the game with 2 points, which were the first points scored during the game. Although Chandler is high-flying and energetic as he used to be, he still brings that energy on the bench as a veteran, helping young stars that come into the league understand what it takes to have longevity. Who would have thought a kid out of high school would have lasted about 20 years in the league and also become a mentor to the new and next generation of the league? This is Basketball U. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, follow all of our social medias right there in the description to keep yourself up to date, as this channel will have a lot of basketball, a lot of players, and a lot of training and more information on how to play the game of basketball. Remember, someone's always working. Are you?